Ladies and gentlemen, in this video series we've titled International Nomad Secrets, we want to share with you the knowledge that I've gained as a result of my travels to 150 countries around the world, beginning age 11. And by mentioning the number of countries, I don't in any way wish to brag, but to convey to you that traveling around the world to different countries, different regions of the world, is the best education by far that one can afford himself. Better than any college or university that you can go to. It'll teach you more valuable, useful lessons as opposed to many other curriculums that were taught in educational institutions that we'll never use in real life. When you travel, you can see with your own eyes, through your own mind, and judge for yourself the way people lead their lives in other countries, from the moment they wake up till they go to sleep, how they live, what they eat, how they spend their time, and you can decide for yourself whether you like it, dislike it, or are feeling less about it, without the pollution of biased media or any other source that delivers that information to you, because there's no other source on earth that is unbiased. No matter where they come from, they have some form of bias, left, right, or the middle. And in the words of the famous British travel writer Colin Tebron, he said, I paraphrase very beautifully, that when you travel around the world, if you're lucky enough to roam the world, you will one day inevitably come across a place where it just feels right to you. Suddenly a light goes on in your head and you realize you're home. And it's very important to always remember that we are not necessarily of the place in which we were born. That's just an accident of nature. And we owe it to ourselves to travel and see the world and discover what we like the most. In these video series, we talk about the most important thing to be derived from traveling, and that is the knowledge of where to get the best of anything. In my daily life, people always ask me, as a result of my interactions through my business, on a daily basis, without fail, they always ask me, well, you've been to so many places, which is your best, or your favorite, or what is your top 5? And that's, I always say, that's impossible to answer. It's like me asking you, what is your favorite food? Well, some days you feel like pizza, some days you feel like steak and lobster, some days you feel like a salad, some days you feel like eating nothing at all. And the best answer to that question is, tell me what you like. Tell me what makes your heart sing, and I can tell you where in the world to go to get the best of it. Whether you like nature, whether you like a city life, whether you like fashion and fine cuisine, whether you like places with low taxes and easy living. No matter what it is, for dating, for whatever, all aspects of life. I've been lucky enough to have seen it all, and I'm nowhere near done. I intend to travel extensively until I can't anymore. And funny thing is, I remember when I was working in the corporate world, the idea was that you work for 40 years, around your mid-20s to your mid-60s, and then you start traveling. Everybody would say, when I retire, when I retire, when I retire. They say if you go to the cemetery, you'll find unwritten words on the tombstones that say, this is the person that would have done this. This is the person that would have done that, you know, if he had lived. I've gone on travels when I was younger, and I've seen people on wheelchair, on cruise ships, people so old they literally cannot walk anymore. And I thought to myself, I don't want to wait until I'm almost incapacitated and then start traveling. No, I'm gonna start now, because first of all, tomorrow or an old age is not guaranteed to any of us at all. I've seen people that are sitting down having their cup of tea one day, and the next morning they wake up and they're diagnosed with a terminal disease, and 2 weeks later they're gone. So the motto on our Twitter account, International Nomad Secrets, is that someday we all dream about is now. Do not delay. Just like when someone tells you, you run into a friend and he says, let's have lunch sometime. If you say those terms, sometime, you'll never do it. If that same person says, let's have lunch next Wednesday at 2 o'clock, then you know they're serious. And that's how you should treat your own goals and joys in life. Don't say someday, bucket list, whatever. Bucket list is just something people heard on a movie and they keep repeating it. If you really want something to happen in your life, attach a date to it. Say, before the end of this year, I'm going to Maldives or Rome or Mexico City, whatever it is, or I'll buy my house, whatever it is. Attach a date to it and tell as many people as you can, and that'll put external pressure also on you. It's the biggest favor you can do for yourself to get that done. So to wrap it up, in this video series, in each series we'll dedicate it to a certain area of interest of the world, and we convey to you where to go to get the best of anything. And that anything is whatever it is that you want, that you like, what's important to you. We'll leave that for now, and we'll see you soon enough in our next videos.